Hey everybody, have a couple of recent pickups to show you around a couple different cons and stores I've been to, and then one pretty awesome find at the end. So, went to local con a couple weeks ago. Didn't really pick up much. This was one of the only things I did get. Howard the Duck #1. I've always liked the cover. Always kind of wanted it, and this was a pretty nice high grade copy for only about $25. So got that. And then the only other thing I got there was this little Bugs Bunny book. I just like the cover. Thought it was fun. It's pretty beat, but yeah, just fun. And then went to a different con a little before that, a month or two before that. Not many comic guys there at all. I think there was only three, and one of them was really overpriced, and the other two only had modern stuff. So didn't really get anything except this book. But I've been looking for this for a while too. Punisher meets Archie. This is a new rent copy, and it was only $5. So was pretty happy to get it, but kind of wish that there had been more comics there. Could have gotten. Picked up a collection of a bunch of Bronze Age, like early modern Archies, and this was just thrown in there randomly. It's in pretty nice shape, and I just thought it'd be something cool to keep. Little Melita model, Dan DeCarlo inspired Marvel book. So yeah, just kind of fun, something different. Okay, so went to my old college town with some friends and went to the local comic book store there. I'd only been there once when I was in college, but I remember the guy being super nice and went in there, told him what I was looking for, and he pulled out a whole stack. And so this was in the stack: Chilling Adventures and Sorcery. #2, this was Archie's super early attempted horror before the Afterlife, any of that. There was a series of 5, but the first 2 were narrated by Sabrina. The first actually has Sabrina on the cover. So yeah, done #1, but was super happy with #2. And then just a couple other books he had. I actually got a whole stack from him. But yeah, Archie and Friends #1 and #2, Sabrina on the cover. Then went to a store about like 30 miles away from there, like still during the same trip. Actually went to a con in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago, and a guy there told us about the store he'd been to in this other town, Jeff City. And so it used to be an aquarium, super cool. So we went out there, and yeah, they actually ended up having a sale right when we were visiting, where everything under $5 was $1. Dollar books were a quarter, and then everything else was half off. So a lot of these are the half off ones. So a little under 100 Jughead. Archie Annual 17, love the Harry Lucy cover. There's a big crease running right down the middle, so it kind of brings it down, but still super fun, super great cover. And then these were all marked $3, I think, but got them all for $1 because of the sale. Some of these later Archies are actually kind of hard to find, just because they're usually like, if you were buying them, then you were collecting them, so you're keeping them, and if you're not, then you just don't have them. So I was really happy to get these to fill in the run. Bunch of fun covers. And then here's some more books just from that first shop. My original copy of Riverdale High #1 was like a 120, so really happy to upgrade this, get this nicer copy. And then I've been trying to fill in this run for a while, so was really happy to get these. I'm getting pretty close, I think, actually. If you don't know, I mentioned this before, but this is the series name is Archie's Giant Series. But each book was titled something completely different, so makes it kind of hard if you don't know what you're looking for. And then, okay, so at that first shop, went in there, asked the guy if he had any old Archies, and he pulled out a bunch. And I also asked him if he had any old Harvey books, like little Richie Rich, that kind of stuff. And he only pulled out one. He said he didn't really have much. So while I was waiting for him to price up the stack, since nothing was priced, just looking around the shop, and I see the spine of this book. I was looking, and I see this, and the first thing that drew me to it, I was like, oh, like, it's a square bound spine. I love the square bound books, and it was in really decent shape. And it was a Harvey book, so I was like, oh, where there's one, maybe there's more. And so I see this one, and underneath this one was this book. And I was like, okay, cool, another Harvey book. And there was a stack of 3, and right underneath this one, I saw this book, Richie Rich Millions, number 1. So if you don't know, the Richie Rich keys, the only issues worth anything are the 10 or 12 cent Richie Riches from his original series, and then number 1s from Millions and Success Stories. So this is one of the only Richie Rich books worth anything, and a low grade copy just sold on eBay a week or two ago for over $400, and this is in way better shape than that. Let's see if I can bring it a little closer. The spine is really nice and intact. Usually the spines on these square bound books are pretty beat, but that's nice. Corners were pretty sharp. There's a name written right on the front, but I could not believe my eyes when I saw this. It's such a rare book, so hard to find. And so I bring it up there, I'm like, oh, can I grab these other 3? And he looks at them for a second, and he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. So he had eBay pulled up and everything on the side because he was looking up some of the other books. But he just looked at these and said, sure, $8 more. So I got this for way under its current value. This is the only book I've ever thought about having graded, actually, but probably won't. I'm just super happy to have it. If I ever sell it, it won't be unless I'm selling my entire collection. And yeah, it was by far my best find so far. Super happy to have it. It kind of just makes the hunt worth it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything you want to see, let me know like always. And yeah, thanks for stopping by.